Good evening, everybody. Welcome in to another edition of Card Sharks here as we're about to get ready to go on the air. Glad for you to join us out there in YouTube land on the live stream, or if you're watching this on demand afterward. Do appreciate you guys as well. I'd like to give a big shout out tonight to, let's see, I lost my notes there. There it is. Mr. Robert Bishop for tonight's opening poem here for the show. And of course, if you want to leave an opening poem, make sure you leave it either in the live chat or you can leave it in the comments section below the video, and you just might get your shout out and read on the air. But without further ado, let's get to it as we start off episode number 315 of Card Sharks on this 8th of December, 2024. And here we go. Four cards down, one more to go. Will you call it high or will you call it low on Card Sharks? This is the game where a single turn of the card is going to win someone over $32,000 in cash. And now, here is your host, Brandon Scruggs. Thank you all so much. Hello, folks, once again. Welcome back to another edition of Card Sharks Live here at MVG Productions. Glad you could be here with us once again. Well, the cards have been reshuffled, and we are ready to try to give away some big money here on this episode of Card Sharks as we meet our players for our first game here. Returning back to us here with a grand total so far in 3 wins of $11,100. Please welcome back our interim champion, Mr. Cedric Weatherspoon Jr.
Hello.
Cedric, welcome back to the program, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's great to be back.
Yep, over $11,000 now in cash that you've won here in the program. Have you thought about what you're going to do with some of those winnings?
Oh, pay off some bills and go on a much-needed vacation.
Ooh, where are you thinking of vacationing at?
Something tropical, maybe Dominican Republic.
Ooh, I've always wanted to go visit the Caribbean, but again, that would require me actually getting on a boat, and I've never been on a boat in my lifetime. Fun fact: never been on a boat, never been on a plane. Train I've got covered because there's a local railway right here that I've been on a few times. So, but yeah, well, congratulations on your winnings so far. Let's going to see if we can continue your winning ways here on our program here as you take on your first challenger of the night. So, let's meet them now. Coming to us by the way, the great state of OH.
IO.
It is Katie. Welcome, Katie.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you aboard here. I might tell the good folks in YouTube land a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind, my dear.
Well, I work for a trucking company, and I'm engaged to my own game show nerd, Kevin Henry.
Ah, yes. I definitely say you're definitely the better half of the two, but again, he would say otherwise.
Of course he would.
Would not.
Yes, you would.
Oh, Kevin's out there in the audience. I didn't even see you over there, Kevin. Hi.
Hi, buddy.
Good to have you here. All right, so we've met our contestants. You ready to play some Card Sharks?
Heck yeah.
Well, let's get to this player game. Of course, you know the name of the game is simple: to work your way across the board, predicting if the next card is going to be higher or lower than the previous one up there. If you can get all the way across the row, you're going to win yourself a game at $500. Takes 2 games because we play a best 2 out of 3 match, and then the winner gets a shot at our money cards where $32,000 in cash awaits one of you. So, without further ado, our champion Cedric plays the red cards. Our challenger Katie will be playing the blue cards, and we start off this first question of the night with our champion Cedric. So, Cedric, and how appropriate, being both of you guys are sports fans that I'm aware of here, this a sports question to kick us off here tonight. All right, Cedric, we asked 100 loyal New York Yankees fans, and we asked them, if someone was to give you $20,000 in cash, would you root for the rival Red Sox for an entire year? How many of those 100 loyal Yankees fans said they would, in fact, root for the Red Sox for a year for $20,000?
Well, it depends if they owe their bookie.
You're not wrong there, probably.
It is New York, but would they really root for the rival Red Sox at 20 grand? Oh.
Yeah. And, as they
But
say,
what? Mhm. I want to say 39. They may be loyal. 39 out of 100
all
would
right,
take the money.
39 out of 100 would take the money. Katie, what do you think? The answer higher or lower than 39?
It's lower.
You're going to say lower than that? I am quite interested to see how this works out. The answer, of course, is lower. Katie, you'll play your cards first. If not, Cedric will play his cards first. The actual number of Yankees fans who would say, in fact, they would root for the Red Sox for a year for $20,000 is 63. It is not lower. It is much higher.
Wow. No loyalty. No loyalty.
Yeah, that's some trader stuff right there.
It's like the lyrics of an old rap song favorite of mine. I'm going to tell you, like Wu told me, cash rules everything around me. I'm just saying there. All right. Cedric, you got control of the cards first. Let's take a look at your opening base card for this week. We start you off with an ace.
I will keep that. And I'm going to go lower.
All right. Let's see. Lower than an ace. It's a 4.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a king.
I'm going to go lower.
Going on. Lower than a king. A 10.
Lower, I'm going for it. Lower, I'm going
For
for
the
it.
clean sweep and $1,000 bonus if this card is lower than a 10. Oh, no. Loses all 4 cards. So close.
I knew it.
He got greedy and got you there, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Katie, you get a free chance to play your base card of a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a 10.
I'm going to say lower.
Gonna risk it on. Going on lower than a 10. It's a 5.
Can I stay?
Yeah, you can freeze here if you'd like.
I'd like to freeze there.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to protect that 5, keeping the 2-card advantage over Cedric as we move on to question number 2, and this one is for you, Katie. Katie, we asked 100 millennials, have you taken a selfie today? How many of those 100 millennials said, in fact, they have taken a selfie today?
I'm going to say at least 85 of them took a selfie that day.
85. Yeah, 85 out of 100 of them. Okay, say they've taken a selfie today. Cedric, higher or lower than 85?
I'm going to say lower.
I'm going to say lower.
Just the options.
Lower than that. All right. I know I'm a generation 1 millennial, and quite frankly, I'm like, I don't like taking selfies. I never have. We'll see. The actual number of millennials that said they in fact have taken a selfie today is 29. Is much lower.
Wow. I thought 50s.
I would have bet it was more. I would bet it was around 60, but 29, huh? Okay, interesting. All right. Cedric, you've got control of the cards again. You still have that ace.
Let's try this again. Lower.
We're going to keep the ace and going lower than the ace. It's a 7 up the middle.
I will freeze.
Gonna freeze right
I will
there.
freeze on this 7.
He's like, I got burned once. I'm not going to get burned again. I understand that. All right. Move on to question number 3 in this round. This one goes back to you, Cedric. Cedric, we asked 100 divorced men, do you consider yourself a good listener? How many of those 100 divorced men said in fact they are good listeners?
No divorce. Good listener. Well, they lied to themselves. I would say 42.
42 out of 100 of them said that they're good listeners. Katie, what do you think? Higher or lower than 42?
I'm going to say higher.
I'm going to say higher than that. All right, let's see. The actual number of divorced men who said they, in fact, are good listeners is 91 of them.
Oh,
I personally think that might be slightly inflated from what the actual answer should be, but I ain't mad at it. Like, at least they know how to try to listen to people at some point. But all right. Katie, you've got control of the cards. You have that 5. You can play off of it, or you can change it since you won the question.
Can I change it?
You can. Changing that 5. 5 goes away in its place. We can now find another 5.
I'm gonna say the next one's higher.
All right, higher than a 5. Oh no, it's another 5.
Oh,
Just cost you the
this is
one card there, Cedric.
impossible.
Yeah, 3 5s. These cards have been rude as of lately. I'm not gonna lie. Cedric, free chance to
All
play
right.
your 7.
Higher. I'm going for it.
Higher than 7. It's an 8 up the middle.
Just the hold still right on the areola. Freeze. God.
Gonna freeze it right there. All right, both players needing 2 cards to win this first game of the match here, and we're on our 4th and final question of this round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. The question goes to you, Katie. Katie, we asked 100 judges, are the clothes under your robe inappropriate for wearing to court? How many of those 100 judges said they do wear clothes under their robe that would be inappropriate for court?
I'm gonna say, how you want to know the number of how many judges think they do wear something inappropriate?
No, we asked 100 judges, do you wear clothes underneath your robe that are inappropriate for court? How many of them said that they do?
I'm gonna say 15 out of 100.
15 out of 100 of them say wear clothes that are inappropriate for court. Cedric, higher or lower than 15?
I'm going to say a little bit higher because you never know what a judge is wearing underneath the robes. Or how bad.
You say a little bit higher than that. All right, for all important control of the cards here, the actual number of judges that said they wear clothes under their robe that would be inappropriate for court is 64 of them. It is much higher.
Inflation.
That judge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it'd be that much, but I can understand being in those robes. You probably want to wear as little as possible because it's quite warm under there, more than likely. So, all right, Cedric, you've got a choice to make here, sir. You've got an 8. You could play your cards and change your base card. You need 2 to win. Katie has a 5. She can't change her card. She also needs 2 to win. So the option's yours. You want to play it, or do you want to pass it to Katie?
It's pretty much 50-50. I'm going to take the chance and I'm going to change the 8.
Going to play it yourself. All right. Going to change that 8. Hopefully find something better. Instead of the 8, your base card is a 3.
Way better. Okay, 2 right, and I'm in the chips. Higher than the 3. Come on.
All right, higher than a 3. Oh, no, it is a 2, and Katie picks up game number 1. Oh, the dreaded 3 deuce combination ruins the day there, unfortunately. And Katie picks up the first game of the match, $500 for her. And she's up 1 game to nothing. So we clear the board and deal out the next cards off the top of the deck.
Yep.
And we get started here with game number 2 now with the challenger going first in this time. So Katie, first question goes to you. Let's see. Katie, according to a 2016 report from Time magazine, what percentage of girls in the U.S. between the ages of 3 and 12 have owned a Barbie doll? Again, according to a 2016 report, so about almost 10 years ago, what percentage of girls in the U.S. between the ages of 3 and 12 have owned a Barbie doll?
I'm gonna say 64%.
64% of them say they have owned a Barbie doll before. Cedric, higher or lower than 64?
3 to 12 years old, Barbie dolls. I'm going to say higher.
Let's see, even higher than that. Let's see, the actual number of, the actual percentage of U.S. girls between the ages of 3 and 12 in 2016 that have, in fact, owned a Barbie doll is 92% of them have. That is surprisingly high on that one. Okay. Cedric, you've got control of the cards for you. Let's take a look at your opening base card this time. It's a 6.
Change.
Changing the 6. All right. Doesn't like the 6. Instead, maybe you'll play with a jack.
Slightly better. Lower.
Lower than jack. Oh, no. A queen catches you there. Loses that base card there. Katie, a free chance to play yours. A king.
Oh,
Lower.
God.
Lower than a king. It's a 10.
Lower than a 10.
Going on lower than a 10. Oh no, a jack. Hit you those.
Who shuffled these cards?
Our automatic shuffler backstage now did on that last one, but you cut the cards, and this unfortunately just how they've come out here. So nobody making any progress this time. As we move on to question number 2, this one goes for our champion Cedric. Cedric, we asked 100 bartenders, is St. Patrick's Day the most annoying holiday? How many of those 100 bartenders said, in fact, that St. Patrick's Day is the most annoying holiday?
If some of these bartenders are from Ireland, I would say it's a high number. But again, I'm going to say 70.
70 out of 100 of them said that St. Patrick's Day is one of the most annoying holidays. Katie, higher or lower than 70?
I'm going to say higher.
And say even higher than that. I know I enjoy going to the bar on St. Patrick's Day, but I'm like, I feel for those bartenders, especially with the really drunk folks on a regular basis. I'm like, I couldn't put up with what they deal with. I barely hate doing it at work now as it is, but it comes with the territory, I guess. But we'll see. The actual number of bartenders who, in fact, said they do find that St. Patrick's Day is the most annoying holiday is 44. It is not higher; it's just slightly lower. All right. Half of them like it, half of them don't. Seems reasonable to me. All right, Cedric, you got control. You've got the jack.
Please, merciful cards, be lower.
Try it again. Lower than the jack. It's a 10.
I'll say lower again.
Try it again. Lower than the 10. Oh, no, another king. Gosh, those 2 cards there. Katie, another free chance to play that king of yours.
Lower.
Try it again. Lower than the king. It's an 8 up the middle.
I'll stop there for right now.
I'm going to freeze there with the 8, taking the 1 card advantage. We move on now to question number 3, and this one goes back to you, Katie. All right, Katie, we asked 100 moms, have you ever hidden food from your kids that you didn't want to share? How many of those 100 mothers said yes, they have?
I happen to know this to be true. My mom did it to me. Especially hiding those extra Buckeyes deep in the freezer so we couldn't dig for them and be behind some meat, which we're not going to touch.
Right. Understandable.
So I'm going to say at least 75% of moms.
All right. 75.
They're stashing them Girl Scout cookies, believe me.
Oh, yeah. I understand that. 75 out of those 100 mothers said they've, in fact, hidden food from the kids that they didn't want to share. Cedric, higher or lower than 75?
My mom did the same thing, hiding them Girl Scout cookies, but I'll find them eventually because I am a good seeker. But I'm going to say lower than 75.
Say lower than that. Yeah. Aren't we all, as the kids, we're always trying to find the good snacks the parents don't want to share? I'm like, I know.
Yes.
Yeah. Never get into the cookie jar, however, because it was a glass cookie jar that my mom has. She still has it to this day. And like I said, you move the lid off of it just barely. She could hear that sound like, get your hands out of the cookie jar. I'm like, anyway, let's see.
That's a 6 cents right there. God,
I know. Let's see. The actual number of moms who have hidden food from their kids that they did not want to share is 84. It's not lower, it's higher.
Oh.
I told you, when it's Halloween time, the moms take out the candy they want and hide it.
Yep, you are not wrong there. All right, Katie, you've got that 8. You can change it or not, or you can call the next card. It's up to you.
I'm going to change it.
Yeah, you won the question, so you get the right to change that. So we change that 8, and its place we now find another 8. That's brutal.
That is brutal. Because I can't even say the next card might be the same. I'm going to stay there and see if Shedrick messes up.
You have to play. Yes, you must call the next card.
It's going to be lower.
All right, going lower than the 8. It's a 4.
Higher.
Going on higher than the 4. It's a 6.
I'll stay there.
Gonna freeze there. All right, needing 1 card to win the game and the match. And we're on to our 4th and final question. Once again, someone must win on this play of the cards. question goes to our champion, Cedric. Cedric, we asked 100 people, or just meeting them on the street here for this one. Are you in fact wearing underwear? I know it's a weird question to be asking, but all right. We asked 100 people, are you currently wearing underwear? How many of those 100 people said they were actually not wearing underwear and they were going commando?
Oh, Lord.
Uh,
And all questions to be the last one. Oh, man. 65.
You want to say I'm going to say 65 of them were going commando, not wearing underwear. Okay. Katie, higher or lower than 65?
I'm going to say lower than 65. Ain't nobody going to admit that.
Well, they asked the question here, so somebody must have said, at least one person must have said they were. Let's see. For all port control of the cards, the actual number of people who said they were actually going commando at the time we asked them is 22.
Oh.
It's actually much lower.
The way the questions were explained, I was expecting something, but never mind.
Nope. All right, Katie, the option is yours. You can change your 6 and play your card, needing to call this card right to win the game in the match, or you can pass control to Cedric, forcing him to play his jack. He has to run the table in order to tie up the match. So the option is yours. What would you like to do?
I'm going to pass and see if he screws up.
All right, Cedric's on you. You got to run the table if you can. Not only will you tie up the match, you'll also pick up a $1,000 bonus for running the table. So good luck. Call it from the jack.
Yeah. The way these cards have been playing me, Katie, you may be the new champ. But then again, I don't know. Lower than a jack. Let's rock and roll. I'm gonna keep the faith alive. Let's go.
There you go. Lower than the jack. It's a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a 9.
Lower. Oh my God.
Playing the odds. Lower than a 9. It's a 5.
No way. Higher. No way.
To tie up the match, higher than a 5. It's a jack. He's got it.
Wow.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done. That's 500 there, plus another $1,000 bonus there for running the table, sir. You've got yourself $12,600 now. Well done.
You know, I was getting PTSD because of the same way it happened on the last turn of cards. I'm like, oh my God. Last round.
Well done. All right, so that means we are going to go to our sudden death tiebreaker here. So let's clear the board, deal out those next cards. 3 cards, only one question to determine who gets control here. And, of course, in our tiebreaker, the question goes to our champion, Cedric. So, Cedric, for this tiebreaker question, we asked 100 first graders, if you plug a set of stairs into an electrical socket, do they turn into escalators? How many of those first graders said, in fact, that stairs do turn into escalators if you plug them in?
So you plug in stairs to become an escalator.
Yes, that is what they asked them. Why they asked them this, I don't know, but it's the question I was given. So we're running with it.
Oh, God, this is just almost obscure. 25. Oh, my God.
Well, mind you, like I said, I will say this, these are first graders, so we're talking to we're talking to 6-year-olds here.
Oh, in that case, 78.
All right, 78 of them say that if you plug a set of stairs in, it turns into an escalator. Katie, higher or lower than 78?
I'm going to say lower than 78 because kids are kind of smart.
Yeah, they are nowadays, but like I said, I would have thought that as a 6-year-old. But again, I also thought the first 6 letters of the alphabet for the longest time up until I was like 5 or so was R, S, T, L, N, and E. But no. That's a true fact, folks. That is a true story.
Awesome.
All right, but let's see for who gets control of the cards here. The actual number of first graders who said if you plug in a set of stairs, they turn into escalators is 42. It is much lower. All right, Katie, you've got control, and here's what's going to happen. I'm going to turn over each of your base cards, and then you're going to have the decision to make if you want to play your cards or if you want to force Cedric to play his. If you play your cards, you may change your base card. Cedric cannot since you won the question. So let's start by showing you Cedric's base card. It's a king. Your base card, also a king.
Oh,
So, option George, you want to play your cards or do you want to force Cedric to play it?
I'm going to play it.
Gonna play it, all right. Call both of your cards correct. You win the game and the match. Become the new champion. You miss one. Cedric remains as champion.
Okay, lower.
Hold on, lower than the king. It's a jack.
Lower.
For the game and become the new champion, lower than a jack. It's a 3. She's got it. Congratulations there, Katie. You are our new interim champion here. You've got $1,000. Stand by to talk to you in just a minute. Cedric, a valiant effort, sir. Just was not meant to be your day today here.
yeah.
Good game, Cedric.
I got skated.
Fantastic play for both of you there, but Cedric, you are not going home empty-handed by any means here. You take away from us here a nice chunk of change to the tune of $12,600, sir. Not too shabby.
Not at all. You too, Katie. It was back and forth. I like it.
Oh, yeah, very good game. Intense.
Yeah, those are the good games we like to see here on Card Sharks. So thank you for playing. Give it up one more time for Mr. Cedric Weatherspoon Jr.
Yeah.
And Katie, you just got yourself $1,000 so far. You did very well. Are you ready to see if you can tackle those money cards?
Yes, I sure am.
All right, let's see what you can do. Let's go play the money cards. All right, Katie, here's your chance now to earn some really big money here on the money cards. Here's how it works out. We start you off on the bottom row. We give you $200 of brand new betting money. You'll work your way across the bottom row, betting minimum bets of $50. Till you get up to the second row, we'll give you additional $400 and 3 more cards. You bet minimum bets of $50 all the way until you get to the big bet card at the top of the board. There you must risk at least half of your money. Now, if you get stuck along the way, you can change one card on each level with one of the 3 cards we're going to deal out on the side of the board. If you can manage to do a perfect double, double, double all the way to the top of the board, you're going to win $32,000. Okay?
Okay.
Best of luck to you. Let's go ahead and deal out those cards. And let's see if we can't get you some money here. Give her $200, please. There we go. And we'll start you off with your first base card. You have, the dreaded snowmen are coming out today. You got an 8.
I'm going to go lower.
All right. How much?
4 lower.
No.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna make.
Oh, minimum of 50.
Yeah, you got to bet $50, or like I said, you could also change it if you'd like.
You know what? Change it. Let me see if my luck happens when I change
All right,
it.
which card would you like to change with? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Change it with
No,
card number 3.
please.
All right. Let's see if it's a better card. Instead of the 8, you'll start off with a 4. Much better card.
Which one?
I'm going to wager 50.
Okay, $50. And is the
And-
card higher or lower than a 4?
Higher than a 4.
All right, $50. Higher than a 4. It's an ace. Very nice.
Oh.
Got $250
Okay.
and an ace.
I want to bet all 250 of it for lower.
Betting it all. You can't lose on the ace here. You can only get a push if it's a tie. So for $500, show us anything lower than an ace. It's a 2. Very nice. $500.
I want to wager $500 going higher.
All right, all of it for $1,000. Higher than a 2. Another ace.
No.
What a run so far. $1,000. We're going to move that ace up and give you additional $400 more. You got $1,400 now and a great card.
I want to do all of it again, and I'm going to say that the next card is lower.
All right, for $2,800, lower than an ace. Oh, no, it's another ace. It's a push. No win, no loss. You still have $1,400.
All 1,400 on lower.
All right, try it again. Come on, $1,400 lower than the ace. It's a queen. $2,800 now and a queen.
I'm going to say Do $800 lower.
All right, $800. This card's lower than a queen. It's a 3. Very nice. $3,600. We moved that 3 up. Do you want to change it?
No.
All right. You have $3,600. You must risk at least $1,800 on this card.
I'm going to go all in.
All right.
All in that next card is going to be higher than a 3.
All right. For $7,200. If this card is anything but a 2, but we want to see it higher. She's got it! Nice
job.
Well done. $7,200 more added to your winnings. You now have a grand total of $8,200. Very nice. Well played. Well played. And with that said, folks, we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. When we come back, Katie's going to play against another contestant, and we have more Card Sharks on the way. So stay right here with us, folks. We'll be right back. welcome back here to Card Sharks with our new champion, Katie. She just won herself $8,200 so far here on the program, and she is ready to take on her first opponent as champion here. So let's meet him now. Coming to us by way of the great state of Florida, please welcome in Mr. Chris Rahman.
Hello, audience. Those who are watching at home.
Chris, welcome to the program. First time getting to play Card Sharks this season. Remind the good folks at home a little bit about yourself.
Well, most of people people don't know who I am. Well, some people who may be watching my recording may know. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Palm Bay, Florida. I do YouTube videos with a variety of stuff. I am a game show reality show fanatic.
Mm-hmm. And what's your favorite game show?
Wheel of Fortune.
Yep. Truly American. All right, Katie is the new champion. You'll now be playing the red cards. Chris is the challenger, plays the blue cards. And the first question this round goes to you, Katie. Katie, according to the Nielsen Company, what percentage of Americans attended a music festival last year? Again, according to the Nielsen Company, what percentage of Americans attended a music festival last year?
Wow. I'm gonna say 65.
65% out of 100% of Americans said they've attended a music festival last year. Chris, what do you think? Higher or lower than 65?
I'm gonna say lower.
I'm going to say lower than that.
Yes.
All right, let's see. The actual percentage of Americans who did in fact attend a music festival last year is 60%. It is just slightly lower. Very good guess, Katie. Almost got it on the nose. And just for those out there, if someone does get an answer directly on the nose, they do receive a $1,000 bonus. All right, Chris, you won the card. You won the control of the card. So let's take a look at your opening base card. You have a 6.
Out. Get it out.
Changing the 6, and instead we'll now play with a 5. A little bit better.
That's a little better. Let's go higher.
All right, higher than a 5. It's a 10.
I will say lower.
I say lower than a 10. It's a 2.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. It's an ace.
Can we get a clean sweep with a lower?
For a $1,000 bonus, is it lower than an ace? Yes, it is. Wow. And just like that, Chris came to play. $500 for the game plus $1,000 for the clean sweep. You're already up to $1,500, sir. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, Katie, I think you got your work cut out for you on this one here.
Yeah, I do.
We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and clear those cards off. We'll do the next cards off the top of the deck, and we'll go straight into game number 2, where we start with the challenger. Chris, this first question's for you. Chris, we asked 100 college professors, have you ever played beer pong? How many of those 100 college professors said, in fact, they have played beer pong before?
I think it has to do with, like, discretion, really. Like, do they want to risk their job, being drunk, or they just want to have fun? It's one of those things. I will say 57.
57 out of the 100 of them said they have, in fact, played beer pong before. Katie, what do you think? Higher or lower?
Lower.
I'm going to say lower than that. All right, see, the actual number of college professors that said they, in fact, have played beer pong before is 67. It's not lower, it's higher.
Well, then.
Yeah, I want to
meet those professors.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much. It's so much that they are playing like on campus with their students enough, but the fact that they've played it at some point in their life. Because remember, to be a college professor, you've had to go to college too, so it makes sense to me. But all right, Chris, you've got control of the cards, and let's take a look at your base card this time. You'll start with a 2.
Higher.
Oh, higher than a 2. It's a 9.
And we're going to freeze.
Just going to take the 1 card advantage there. All right. Moving on to question number 2 this time. Katie, this one is for you. Katie, we asked 100 Alaskan men, Have you ever had to change plans because of a bear in your house? How
Oh
many?
God.
How many of 100 Alaskan men said the fact they have had to change plans because of a bear in their house?
Well, since it was just directed at one specific group, the Alaskan men,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that that's a kind of a high estimate. So let me do. We're gonna do a weird number. Let's do 71.
Seven.
Oh.
All right, 71 out of 100 of them said that Alaskan men had to change their plans because of a bear in their home. Chris, higher or lower than 71?
It goes to wonder if you're gonna be alive before that even happens. Or you're gonna get mauled to death by those bears. It's one of those things. I will say lower.
I'm going to say lower than that. All right, let's see. The actual number of Alaskan men that have ever had to change their plans because of the bear in their home is 54. It's actually much lower. It's still surprisingly over half, though. That's insane. All right. Chris, you got control of the cards again. You've got that 9.
This is not gonna.
Change it, please.
All right, changing the 9. Instead of the 9, you'll now play another 2.
Well then. Okay. Higher.
Higher than a 2. It's a 10.
Lower question mark?
He says lower. It is not lower.
Damn.
I'm sorry, you lose those 2 cards there. Katie, finally get a chance to touch your cards here. Here's your base card. A 2.
See, but we see a lot of those.
The Tootie Birds have come out early on this one, apparently. Higher than a 2. It's a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. An ace.
Oh gosh.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. An 8 up the middle.
I'm gonna stay.
Got a freeze there. All right. Taking advantage of the misstep by Chris there. Picking up 3 cards, needing 1 more to win to tie up the match here. We go on to question number 3 this time. This one goes back to you, Chris.
All right.
Chris, according to interesting. Okay. Chris, we asked 100 senior citizens.
Okay.
Is the name Childish Gambino the name of a musician or a mobster? How many of those 100 senior citizens knew, in fact, that Childish Gambino, I was about to misread that. How many of those 100 senior citizens said that Childish Gambino is the name of a mobster?
I can see why they would think that, but let me say 60.
60 out of 100 of them said that Childish Gambino is the name of a mobster. Katie, what do you think? Higher or lower than 60?
I'm gonna say it's higher.
I'm going to say even higher than that. By the way, fantastic musician, definitely very expressive. This is America, changed my viewpoint on a lot of things.
Agreed.
For it. But let's see, the actual number of senior citizens who thought that Childish Gambino was the name of a mobster is 32. It's not higher, it's lower.
Kind of shocked by that, to be honest, but kind of shocked by that, to be
I'm
honest.
genuinely
But
surprised most of them know
pretty
who he actually is, so I'm impressed. All right. Chris, you've got control of the cards again. You've got that too.
let's try this again. Higher.
Higher than a 2. Oh, no, another 2. My goodness.
I fear we're seeing 2s today. Sheesh.
We are. Katie, free chance to tie up the match here with that 8.
I'm gonna say lower.
To tie up the match. It's a 6. She's got it. Well done. All right. We are tied up 1 game apiece here. Both players picking up some money so far. So now we got to go to our sudden death tiebreaker once again on this one. Of course, the question goes to our champion, Katie. So, Katie, for this tiebreaker, we asked 100 baristas, have you ever written down your phone number on an attractive customer's coffee cup? How many of those 100 baristas said they, in fact, they have written their phone number down on an attractive customer's coffee cup?
I'm gonna say 23.
23 out of 100 of them said they've done that. Chris, higher or lower than 23?
It goes to wonder. Do the customer that they serve are attractive?
Now
I'll say higher.
That's subjective to them at this point. So
Well, yes, that's true. I'll say higher.
I'm gonna say higher than that. Wait, wrong button. Fix that.
Nobody saw that. Nobody saw it.
Yeah, supposed to be higher there. There it is. I knew it. 16 episodes in, and I finally did the thing. All right. Now that that's off the plate here, let's see the actual number of baristas who've in fact wrote their phone number down on an attractive customer's coffee cup is 37. It is higher.
I fear we've seen this answer before, but
All right, Chris, it comes to you, sir. You have the option here. Again, I will show you each of their base cards, and then you'll have a decision to make if you want to play yours or if you want Katie to play hers. We'll start by showing you Katie's base card. It's an 8. Your base card is a 9.
Wow.
The option's yours. You want to play yours or you want to pass it to Katie?
I'm going to let Katie play this.
All right, Katie, you've got to play from the 8. Call both cards correct. You remain as champion. Make one mistake. Chris becomes the new champion.
I'm gonna say lower.
Okay, lower than the 8. Oh, no, it's an ace. And Chris, you are our new champion.
GG, Katie.
Congratulations to you, Chris. $2,000. We'll stand by. We'll talk to you again here in just a second. Katie, a fantastic job, my dear. Fortunately, your stay with us was a little too short for my liking, personally. Did you have fun playing at least?
I took out a giant.
Yeah, that you did. And you took home some money yourself, too, to the tune of $8,700. So thank you so much for playing. Give it up for KDL.
Thank you.
Look forward to having you back maybe again later on this season. But for now, Chris, you have done it. You've got $2,000. You ready to see if you can't win some more here?
Idris.
Fine, let's go do it. Let's play the money cards. All right, we're getting close to being out of time here, so we're just going to jump straight into it, Chris. As you know, perfect double all the way to the top of the board is worth $32,000, and we really want to give this money away to you. So best of luck. Let's go ahead and deal those cards out. Give them $200. And we'll start you off your base card of a 4.
We'll try all of it higher.
Betting it all, $200 higher than a 4. It's a king. You double up 400.
Okay, cool. All of it lower.
And again, all of it lower than the king. Oh no, it is an ace. Unfortunately, you lose the money there, but we'll move that ace up to the next level. Give you that 400 right back, and you start with a great card.
Well, all of it lower.
All right, betting it all lower than the ace. It's a 4, back up to $800.
Let's hope this doesn't screw me again. All of it higher.
Risking it all, $800 higher than a 4. It's an 8 up the middle, $1,600.
May I change this 8?
You can. Which one you want to change it with?
Number 2, please.
Change it with number 2. Instead of an 8, you'll now play a 7. Slightly better.
$50 higher.
Minimum bet $50. If this is higher than a 7. Oh no, it is a 2, but a better card as we move that up to the big bet. Dumb question of the day. Do you want to change it?
No.
Okay. You've got $1,550. You must risk at least $775 on this one.
All of it higher, please.
All right, betting it all for $1,550 or $3,100 if this card is higher than a 2. It is. He's got it. 3,100 there for you, plus the 2,000 your upfront game, Chris. Your new champion, interim champion now with $5,100.
Great.
Congratulations to you, and we look forward to having you back next week here on the program, and we'll see if you can continue your reign here as interim champion. Can you come back next week?
Oh, yeah. That should be fun.
All right. We'll look forward to having him back, and we also look forward to having you back out there at YouTube land. So thank you so much to all of our regular viewers here. John, Tony, Mutzer, great to have all of you, and some of our new folks out there watching the program as well. We thank you for your continued support here on the channel as always. Remember, if you like this series and want to see more of it, we've got 2 previous seasons of Card Sharks we've done here on the channel, or you can come back and check some of the other previous episodes from this live series here on the channel on our playlist here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, which according to my recent numbers, there's over 70% of my viewers here on the channel who have not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you doing? It's very easy. All you got to do is push that button down there that says subscribe, and you'll get all this great game show content coming directly to your YouTube feed. We got live streams 3 times a week. We got game show games at least 3 to 4 times a week. You never know what happens around here, but it's all good quality content, and we can deliver it to you. You don't have to come find us. We'll come straight to you, and all you have to do that is click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until we see you once again with the cards reshuffled and dealt, and Chris comes back with his $5,100 in cash, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying from all of us, we say thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week right here on Card Sharks Live. Till then, we'll see you.
I'll be taking this too.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the final buzzer sounds and the lights dim on another exciting day, we bid farewell here at MVG Productions, broadcasting from the heart of Sylva, North Carolina. Today we've seen contestants triumph, puzzles unravel, and fortunes change. We hope our game shows brought you thrills, laughter, and maybe a few nail-biting moments. Thank you for being a part of our audience, supporting us, and recognizing the vision of Brandon Scruggs, who owns and operates MVG Productions. Until next time, we leave you with our national anthem. Good night.